Hey guys, the Atari 2600 fan is here again with another pickups video. I haven't been uploading a lot of videos lately. I just haven't really been up to it lately. I'm going to try making more videos, and I also want to try making different kinds of videos, because I noticed that the only thing I've been uploading is pickups videos. I don't want to do that. I do want to do pickups videos still, but I want to do more different types of videos. Like, I want to do game reviews, I want to do unboxings, I want to do stuff like that. I'll still be doing pickups videos, but I want to do more of other stuff too. Anyways, enough rambling, let's get on with the pickups that I got for today. I have some very, very, very good stuff. A lot of this stuff is just CDs, vinyl records, and DVDs. But the gaming stuff I did get is really, really cool. Anyways, I'm gonna just do this like I always do it. I'm just gonna show off the non-related gaming items first, and then I'm gonna start moving into the gaming-related items. Anyways, the first thing I have right here is a CD, and these are all the pickups that I got over the past week, or around that time. Anyways, the CD I have right here is the album A Momentary Lapse of Reason by Pink Floyd. I am a huge Pink Floyd fan, for those of you who don't know. It's right in there. I haven't gotten around to listening to this yet. I'm going to maybe listen to it later on today. But I got this, which is really cool. And then the next album I have right here is another Pink Floyd CD. A lot of the stuff is Pink Floyd related, but I got Wish You Were Here, a CD which I surprisingly did not have, and I'm going to actually stop showing the CDs for a second to show off actually a record that I got today. So I got this maybe a week ago or so at a Best Buy, and today at a yard sale for $1 I actually got the vinyl record of Wish You Were Here. So I thought that this was a great deal for $1. I've been looking for this album on vinyl for quite a while, and I was really happy to find it for such a low price at a yard sale. I have seen it a couple more times, like as reprints at a Target, but I didn't really want to go for a reprint. I kind of wanted the original one, but if I actually had no other choice but to go for the reprint, then I would have gone for it. But anyways, the next CD I got is actually another it's another Pink Floyd album, but it's a little bit on the more rare side. It's not extremely rare. You can find it if you look hard enough, but it's not something that you're going to find in everyday's pile of CDs. And that's the album Is There Anybody Out There? The Wall Live in 1980 and 1981. This is a really, really good album. I have been looking for the CD for quite a while. I found it used at the FYE for $13, and I could not pass it up for that price. Anyways, I got some DVDs and some Blu-rays. The first thing I'm going to show off is the Blu-ray I got, and that is Pink Floyd's The Story of Wish You Were Here. I haven't gotten around to watching this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be good, because I always find documentaries like this to be very interesting. Next thing I got right here is a movie I actually did watch. It's actually another documentary, and this is, it seems to be from some series called Classic Albums, and this is The Making of the Dark Side of the Moon. I got this at FYE for $10. I got pretty much a lot of this stuff at FYE. I got the Is There Anybody Out There CD, The Story of Wish You Were Here, and this at the FYE. This was actually only about $10, and it was used. And I figured for that price, I might as well just pick it up. And I actually watched it, and it was quite an interesting watch. I found it quite interesting. Anyways, I got a movie right here. I don't know if I should consider this gaming related or not, because this movie is based off of a video game. It was only $5, and I have heard bad things about the movie, but I got it at a game exchange for $5, and I wasn't going to pass it up for that price. And I got the movie Doom. I've heard that this movie kind of ignores how the game is. I've kind of heard that it just doesn't really follow the story of the game. But I was quite curious on seeing it, because Doom is one of, if not my favorite game of all time. The original Doom, that is. I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but I'll probably watch it very soon. Next movie I also got at Game Exchange for $5, and that is the movie Hot Shots. This movie is a parody of Top Gun, and for those of you who do not know, Top Gun is actually my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie, and I also think that this movie is hilarious, so I had to get that, and it was for $5. Then the next movie I have right here, I got for $5 also at Game Exchange. And I think that this was a great deal, considering that this is actually a 2-disc set. And this is the movie Scarface. I have actually never seen this movie before. I've seen some of it. I have it on VHS, but however my VHS player is not hooked up at the moment, and I don't know where the wires are for it. So up until now, I actually had no way of watching this movie, but I found it at Game Exchange for $5. At a 2-disc set. Anyways, now I'm gonna be moving into the records I got. I already showed you the Wish You Were Here record. Oh, so yeah, I know that it didn't come with the little sleeve that it came with. For those of you who don't know, it came in like when this album was new. It came in like a black sleeve, and it had a Wish You Were Here sticker on it. It didn't come with that, unfortunately, but for $1, that I still think that this is a great deal. Anyways, next album I have right here is Led Zeppelin 4. And if you were wondering, no, they did not actually write on the album. They actually wrote on the little plastic sleeve that was in there. But I got this album for $6, and that is a great deal. If you ask me, at least. Then the next album I have right here is the soundtrack from the film Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same. And this was $5 right here. Then right here, for $3, I got the album by The Police, Ghost in the Machine. I listened to it. It's a pretty good album. If you haven't heard it, I recommend it. And then for $12, the cover is a little bit beat up, but I got the Beatles' White Album. Now, if you can tell, the cover is beat up. And again, I just want to point out that that writing is just on the little plastic sleeve. But anyways, yeah, the cover is a little bit beat up if you look on the back. I don't know if you can see that, but there are some rips in the back of the album cover. But I still think that this is a great deal. And the record was actually in better condition. They had 2 of these albums at the record store I was at buying this. One of them had a better cover, but the actual record itself, well, the records, there are 2 records in here, but the records themselves were quite beat up. They had some scratches, they had some dirt on it. But this one had a more beat up cover, but the album seemed to be in pristine condition, so I just decided to go with this one. Anyways, that's all the non-related gaming stuff. Now to move on to the gaming stuff, which I think I got quite a good deal on. Anyways, I got some Atari 2600 games right here. I actually found a new game exchange. It's quite far from me, so it's not going to be a place that I go to a lot. It's probably just going to be a every once in a while type of thing. But I did find some Atari games there, and I found the game Racquetball there. I've actually never heard of this game until I found it, and it turns out to be, I think it's like a rarity 4 on Atari age. I haven't tried any of these out yet, also. Anyway, the next thing I have is a Sears Telegames text label game, and this is Chase, so I'm not sure what game this is. The next game is also a Sears Telegames game, and this is Outer Space, or 17 Telegames, and I am not sure what it is, since I haven't tried them out yet. And then the next thing we got right here is actually quite interesting. This is a game called Baseball, and it's by Mattel, made for the Atari. Now, it turns out I actually already had this game, but I didn't have it in this label. It turns out that I think like the company Mattel tried saving money by just printing out white labels and just writing baseball on them. I mean, like, I have another Mattel game. I have Star Trek, Air Raid of Tron Deadly Disc that are like that. But I actually thought that this was going to be a completely different game. I didn't think that it was going to be a lot. I didn't think it was going to be the same game as, what is it called? I think it's just called Super Challenge Baseball. I thought it was going to be a different game, but it wasn't. Anyways, the next thing I have right here is actually a system I got for my birthday. It's not the best system in the world. I don't really like it all that much, but I got it for my birthday, and I'm going to play. And I will use it, but I got an Ouya. And again, I'm not a big fan of it, but I guess it's an okay system. I mean, like, I guess the idea of it is sort of cool, like how you can play, like, Android games on your TV with, like, an actual game controller and everything. I do like the idea of that, I really do. But there just aren't a lot of games out there for the Androids that I actually really want. Anyways, the next thing I have right here is an NES game, which I surprisingly did not have. I only had this on a multi-cart. I had it on the triple cart of Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet. And the game is World Class Track Meet. And as far as I know, that the gameplay of this game is pretty much the same thing as Stadium Events. For those of you who do not know, Stadium Events is one of the rarest games made for the NES. And the gameplay for this is pretty much the same from what I've heard. The only difference is what is the game title, but I'm not really sure since I've never really seen too much of this. And I also do not have any way of playing this since I do not have the power pad. And as far as I know, you cannot use the regular NES controller. Anyways, now I'm going to be moving on to a very interesting item I got today. Hold on. Anyways, I got some N64 stuff and some PS2 stuff. Anyways, the first thing I'm going to show off is the N64 stuff. Anyways, right here, as you can see, I had the N64 with the power cords and everything with it. I'm not sure if it works or not. I'm not sure if it comes with the pack and everything in it. But I'm pretty sure it does work. But I already have an N64. But anyways, it came with all the controllers and everything. It also came with the clear controller, as well as another regular gray one. And it also came... Oh, I forgot to show these off. I'll just show these off real quick. I got some more records today at a yard sale. Right here. I just got, I got Billy Joel. Got some Black Sabbath. I guess the Mamas and the Papas. And Janis Joplin. Anyways, I'm just gonna go quick through this because I'm already going a little bit. I think might be taking a little bit too long. But anyways, I got some N64 stuff, and in the box it also came with some N64 and some PS2 and some original Xbox stuff. So anyways, it came with the original Xbox controller. It came with, a GameCube controller. Came with stuff like that. It came with a couple Xbox games. It came with Brothers in Arms, Road to the Hill 30. It also came with Finding Nemo for the Xbox 360, the Platinum Hits Edition. And then it came with a bunch of PS2 games, which is pretty cool. I got Civil War, A Nation Divided for the PS2. I actually already have that for the Xbox 360. I got The Great Escape, and I also got The Godfather, the game limited edition. It's a 2-disc set, and I think that's really cool. I'm not sure if I have this already. I might already have it. I have like a regular edition, but I did not have the limited edition, so that's pretty cool. Right here, I actually just got this at a yard sale. I just threw it in here, but I got Call of Duty United of Offense expansion pack I believe this is for the original Call of Duty game. And I only paid like 25 cents for that, so I wasn't going to pass that up. And I also got the Nintendo 64 game case holder. Now, what's interesting, what came in the game case, it came with some pretty interesting games. The first game I got is Mario Kart 64. Unfortunately, there is some writing on the top of these games, but that's not really a big deal to me. I got Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. This is a Blockbuster exclusive, as you can see. Unless I think it's a Blockbuster exclusive. But I think there is some writing on the top of it, which is unfortunate, but there might be a way to get that stuff off. I'm not all that sure. But I also got Revolt. I got Super Mario 64, which I already have, but, whatever. Army Men Sarge Heroes 2. Comes in a nice green case. I got Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. GoldenEye 007, which again I already have. Vigilante, is that what it is? Yeah, Vigilante 8. Mario Party 2. I did not have that game. I forget if I have this game. I think I might have it, but it is 007, The World Is Not Enough. Then right here at the bottom, I got The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it is the holographic label version. And all in the rest of the stuff in here. I also got, I'm not exactly sure what this is. I think this is something for the game case holder. But inside of it, it also came with a jumper pack for the N64. I don't know where that is though right now. But I also got another Xbox controller and a GameCube controller. Now, how much did I pay for all this N64 stuff? Like all this Xbox stuff. I got all this stuff for free. I got all this Nintendo 64 stuff, all this Xbox stuff, all this PS2 stuff for free. And I think that is a fantastic deal for all this stuff. Even though like some of the games may not be worth too much money, I know that some of them in here are worth quite a bit of money. I mean, like, there's none of them in here that are worth tons and tons. But there are some in here that are worth like $30 around that, or at least around that. But for free, I just think that this was a fantastic deal. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And that's it. Bye.